Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the last week of our Conformity is Not Recovery series. And this one is on making sure you grow as a human being. Now, actually, this isn't that tough. In the 1950s, psychologists figured out that people had to grow and develop. It was just a natural part of what it meant to be human. And we do this by gaining new experiences, overcoming difficulties. I mean, all sorts of things help us to grow, particularly the bad stuff, sadly enough, but that's quite true. So whenever you're faced with a challenge and you overcome it, you actually begin to grow as a human being. Stuff happens to you, and then you now incorporate this new knowledge into how you make sense of yourself and your place in the world. And this is a totally natural process. And the psychologists also discovered that if you don't grow as a human being, you're going to run into all sorts of problems. It's not merely that you get stuck. No, it's that, according to, for example, Rollo May, that guy I talked about a couple of weeks ago, great psychologist, and one of his big points was if you do not grow, all that potential you have will actually start backfiring. And it'll lead to depression and anger. Addiction was one of the things mentioned. In other words, if you don't actually grow, if you don't actually overcome challenges and get new experiences under your belt, then you're going to be in trouble. So one of the big things about this week's online program is to understand just how important this is. I don't know how many alumni we've talked to that have run into trouble, and I think the most common phrase is, yeah, I'm in a rut. I mean, I must have, in my time in this business, I must have heard that 1,000 times. And it's always people are in trouble. Well, what's going on? Well, I don't know. I'm going to 3 meetings a week. I got my job back, got my family back, paid off my bills, and life just kind of sucks. Because nothing's happening for them, right? They're not growing. They're not doing stuff. Okay? Even if you read, you know that book, Not God, A History of Alcoholics Anonymous? It's actually a book of action. Somebody is always doing something. Bill Wilson is doing this. Ebby is doing this. I mean, people are always doing stuff. That's actually the history of Alcoholics Anonymous. They're getting new lives, meeting new people, exploring new careers, doing things that maybe they would just thought about and never tried. So it's really fundamental to recovery to go out and, like, as I say, go get a life, right? And get a life that's true to you and keep pursuing this. And as you pursue it, you'll actually finding yourself grow. So open yourself up to new experiences. If you've never been to an opera, go to an opera. It won't kill you. It only takes 2 hours. Never been to a hockey game? Go to a hockey game. Go to the Jamaican Cultural Film Festival in your local town or whatever is going on, right? Just open yourself up. Because one of the worst things you can do is, like, I just actually heard from a couple of alumnus who ended up sitting on the couch watching TV. And that's never a good thing because you can't grow with that, right? So whatever you choose to do, just keep in the back of your mind to grow and develop as a human being because it's pretty important for recovery. Anyway, we'll have a new topic next month and we'll talk to you then.